Michelle. I am the CEO of SMS Events, and we are a company that specializes in day of coordinating for your event or wedding or special milestone. Currently, we work off of Central Florida, Orlando based. However, we do travel to the West Coast, Tampa, Clearwater, out of state, or we can even go to international destinations if that's where your event is being held. Before I started SMS Events, I was actually in a completely different industry. I was in the healthcare industry and I was a project manager. And in that role, I planned and organized the opening of hospital facilities. So I thought to myself, if I can launch a hospital opening, I can plan an event. Using a lot of those skills that I learned in the project management field, the change management field, I really instilled that into the team to kind of have that mindset of mitigating change, predicting kind of what's gonna happen, and really focus that in the event industry.
That's something that Michelle has instilled in all of the planners, including myself, that I think really sets us aside from a lot of other people in the event industry, because those principles and rules kind of ground us in the fact that we know exactly what to anticipate, whether it comes to change management, which is a huge part of especially weddings. There's nothing that's gonna go completely correct, so being able to anticipate the change, being able to communicate the change and have it execute flawlessly is definitely like a science. It's not just like, oh, okay, let's change the entire itinerary. Okay, let's do it. So it's definitely a more step-by-step process, and we are all taught those principles when we are hired and trained at SMS. Whenever it comes to anticipating a change, we always have to obviously loop in our bride and groom. They always have to know what's happening. We kind of start with like letting the bride know like, hey, by the way, this is a possibility. We may have to do something about this. Just want to give you a heads up. And we kind of lean into that the more that call kind of starts to become a reality. So it's just anticipating the future, being able to forecast that like, yay, it's still going to be raining by the time it's 4 o'clock and ceremony's going to start. Whether that's, hey, you guys are still not in your dresses and it's 3:45, we are not going to be starting at 4 p.m. We're going to start at 4:15. Then there's a whole ripple effect of things that kind of start to happen whenever we do have to do this change management, which I do think is such a cardinal part of why SMS is set apart from everybody.